guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, watchers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, watchers, aren't viewers and watchers the same thing? Ugh, I've been rolling with it all this time. Let's just keep going. Supporters and subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Happy Friday. If you guys are watching this today, which is Friday, we are going to do a bit of makeup. First and foremost, we have Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'R Mattifying Face Primer. So for this video, we will not be doing an entire face. We will be focusing in on none other than the very thing that I love, but I'm always fussing about in my videos, which is Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Setting and Baking Powder. Now, hear me out. I do love their setting powder, baking powder slash setting powder. But if you guys know me, if you've watched one or two of my videos, I'm usually always fussing about the netting on the actual case. So they have come out with a pressed powder version. This one, it's supposed to be slightly different. It's more or less a setting and press powder. They don't particularly state that this one is for baking, but we are going to see which one we like best or how well they perform together. I'm going to kind of hurry through just applying some foundation. Enjoy the music as I do so. Foundation I will be using, this is Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. My shade for this one is Brighten. So I'm going to use for concealer, Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in shade number 11. And I don't know, I feel like I'm pulling dark on this darn camera. It's annoying. Do I want to do my brows? Do I want to do my brows, y'all? Do I? Okay, so while this is drying down, I'm going to do my brows using Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals Palette. For my brows, I always use bark. I will be applying it using a Morphe flat brush. This is M165. I am not a on-camera brow girl, just because it's just one of those things. I'm just not. How about that? And plus I wear glasses. So I'm usually in the mirror like this while I'm doing my brows. And don't nobody want to see all of that on camera. really like this formula for doing my brows though. Like when I went out to the store today, I remembered that I was out of my eyebrow pencil, and then I thought about it, like, why are you gonna grab a pencil when you have this pomade at home, you have this palette at home? So, oh, that came out kind of cute. That came out kind of cute. Now let's see if I can duplicate it over here. I don't think I will, but this one is a banger. I like this one. Oh, that is cute, girl. You did something there on camera. Yes. Oh, oh, hello, hello. Okay, ooh, I'm gonna try it, y'all. I feel like it's not gonna hit the same. Ooh, be with me, brow gods. So far, so good, y'all. Okay, it don't look so bad. And I did it on camera, y'all. I'm proud of myself on this Friday. Normally, I kind of let the video transition and I do them off camera, and then I come back and they're already done. Like, okay, I'm ready, y'all. Okay, it's giving natural. It's cute, and I like using the pomade because I feel like it makes them look that much more natural and fluffy, not quite so chiseled. Okay, one is, they're not twins. And that's gonna be okay for this video. They're not twins. They know each other though. They live in the same complex, but they're not twins. So we're going to blend in the concealer, damp beauty sponge. So you guys know how I'm always talking about how much I love Huda Beauty's makeup, their foundations, just all the things. But the one thing that just really kind of grinds my gears is the netting on their Easy Bake loose setting powder. I really don't care for it. I don't really understand it. And it's one of those things that I've pondered with like cutting it, and I've even pondered with messaging Huda like, hey, why is the netting there? Are we supposed to pull it off? It's just one of those things. It's one of my icks, I guess you could say. Nevertheless, a few weeks ago, they came out with a pressed powder version. I've seen so many Huda tutorials on it on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to get that one. And it was only fair because I'm always doing videos saying how much I love it, but then my face gets turned up when I'm having to kind of smush my sponge into the container to get any of it out. So we are going to not really do a comparison. The way I read, these two kind of complement each other. So we have the loose setting powder, and then we have the Easy Bake and Snatch. This is the pressed powder version. This one is a pressed brightening and setting powder, not to be used for baking. At least that's the way it reads on here. I got it in the same shade as my loose powder, which is Kunafa. It retails for $38, so it's the exact same amount as if you were to get the loose powdered version. And this is what she looks like. Let's see here. It is 8.5 grams or 0.29 ounces of product. Cute little compact with a little mirror. And apparently, yep, secret compartment where you have the little triangle applicator. So what I am going to do is first apply, you guessed it, the loose setting powder. I hear you're supposed to apply the loose setting powder first as like your setting or your baking powder. So we're going to apply that first. And then after we apply this version, then you're supposed to lay the setting or the pressed powder on top. Of course, y'all already know. Ugh. And then this is what you just kind of lay down to pick up and set your concealer. Not using that much. I really love their setting powder. I feel like it blends. It just melts in so beautifully. But it's just this damn netting on top. Oh. Okay, so that's there. A little bit up here. And now that we've put the loose portion or the loose setting powder, baking powder, now we're going to go in with the Easy Bake and Snatch. And I'm going to use the little applicator, the little triangular applicator. Now let's see how this goes. This is supposed to set and brighten. Okay, I have some there. Here we go, guys. Wish me luck. This one is a little bit brighter, I would say. And I'm trying to apply like thin layers and build up if need be, because the thing for me at least, when you apply too much powder, then you start to develop those like little lines and textures that are unwanted. So I don't want to just go in extra heavy. Yeah, but I can see where this one is brighter. I'll apply a little bit of a heavier layer. What do you guys think? I don't know, like, I feel like there's some texturing going on right here. Yeah, there's like some texture right here. I don't see it over here, but I feel like this particular powder, it's accentuating textures in my face that I don't want to see. So for the sake of that, I'm going to still apply it over here, but maybe not as many layers. Product. Okay. How's the texture? Yeah, this one, I overdid it on this side. This one, not so much. I definitely can see it though, in terms of like, I guess, more or less brightening. It is there. But on this side, that was like maybe one too many layers, because that right there is not cute at all. So I just looked at it also in like my regular mirror. I'm using my proper lighting and not like a ring light. And I like it. Again, probably not as many layers, especially if you're going to use a loose setting or baking powder under it. With it being like a pressed powder, that's exactly what it is, pressed. Like not so many layers. This one, it's definitely pigmented. I can see how it is brightening in the areas that it's applied to. I like it. It's not like a drastic contrast between the rest of my makeup and the area that I applied the brightening to, but you can definitely, you know, tell a difference. Now I'm just going to apply my overall pressed powder. Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Chai, which is my foundation shade for this brand. And lastly, just a tad bit of bronzer. This is by Jaclyn Cosmetics in Vacation, and I'm literally just going to use the same pressed powdered brush for this one. What are my thoughts? What am I thinking? Loose setting and baking powder, pressed setting, pressed powder. These two, this one I could definitely notice a little bit more of like a brightening effect. Let me see if I can swatch it for you guys. The loose powder. Just grabbing some that has fallen out. Set it down and we'll go here. So they're very similar in shade. They're literally the same shade name. The difference is in how you apply them, which would determine, I guess, like the brightening payoff. I've heard claims of like a shimmer or something to that effect. I personally do not see it. I just don't. Of course, this one has a fragrance. That grandma scent I love. And this one, I do not believe is fragrant. Nope, not at all. Okay guys, so my first impression, final thoughts for this video on the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch Press Powder. And yes, I did my makeup off camera. Let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial of this. I actually just filmed like a TikTok of me doing this. I might post it as like a reel or a short for YouTube, we'll see. But yes, so this one. I feel like these two complement each other. Honestly, this one worked perfect as a bake slash setting powder, whereas this one, it's a press powder. Although it says easy bake, I feel like because the formula is kind of thick, you can't really manipulate it after you lay it down. So this one for me, it's a press. Like when you press something in, that's it, that's all. It's not budging, it's not moving. So would I replace this one with this one? I don't see myself doing that. Although I would like to get rid of this net that's in here that is just really aggravating me. But I don't, at least at this time, I don't see myself like no longer using the loose powder. That's what it's for, it's loose. You can manipulate it, you know, you can pack it on and then dust off the excess. Whereas this one, again, when it's down, you're not moving it. And also in terms of that little bit of a hiccup that I had earlier where like you can see texture, I know we live in a social media era where pores wear, like no, let's just be for real. You're gonna have some texture on your face. I mean, just apply it with the light hand, but you know, the texture, it is what it is. I have pores, I'm gonna have texture on my face, especially as I'm aging. No amount of skincare is going to rid you of all the things. So that was just user error on my part. I don't really, you know, think that it's a negative thing of the product itself. Just use a light hand as you're applying the product and I think you will be just fine. So that is all I have for you good people. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about this particular press powder? Are we pressed or not? Do you currently use the Huda Beauty loose setting powder? Let's chat about it. And as always, a description or a small list of the things used prior to all of this jazz will be posted in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and for viewing this video. Stay well, be safe, exercise, self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, guys, we shall chat again soon.